let's be real for a second. You've probably seen the headlines, the memes, or the angry comments on social media. Why is the Catholic Church sitting on billions while people are starving? If Jesus was poor, why is the church so rich? Why not sell the Vatican and help the poor? And you know what? Those questions aren't stupid, they're valid, they're important. Because, let's face it, there's a real tension here. On one side, you've got Jesus saying, "Sell everything you have and give it to the poor," Luke 18 verse 22. And on the other side, you've got St. Peter's Basilica, priceless art by Michelangelo, and golden chalices. But is it really that simple? Is the church hoarding wealth, or is something deeper going on? Therefore, let's unpack the real story, not the viral tweets, not the assumptions. Let's look at the facts and the heart behind the Catholic Church's so-called wealth. In 2017, Lamborghini gave Pope Francis a custom-made white Huracan. Yes, a sports car, worth around $200,000. The internet exploded, critics cried, "See? The church is all about money." Memes flew across Reddit, late-night hosts joked. But what did the Pope do? He never even drove it, he auctioned it, and donated 100% of the proceeds to help victims of ISIS in Iraq, support women rescued from trafficking in Italy, and fund hospitals in Africa. That moment, it was a powerful symbol. The church may receive material gifts, but its mission is to give. Therefore, maybe we need to take a deeper look before jumping to conclusions. So, let's talk about the Vatican. Yes, it owns priceless art, centuries-old churches, ancient manuscripts. You walk into St. Peter's Basilica and your jaw drops. But most of this wealth is not liquid. You can't just sell the Sistine Chapel ceiling on eBay. These treasures aren't owned in the way you and I own things. They're part of human history, cultural heritage, and sacred worship. Would it really help the poor to melt down Michelangelo's Pieta, or to turn St. Peter's into a shopping mall? Therefore, the church preserves these things, not for luxury, but as a gift to the world, for all people, for generations. And guess what? Millions visit Vatican museums every year, and those funds help support schools, hospitals, and missions in the poorest parts of the globe. Here's the part most people don't see. According to Caritas International, the church is one of the largest charitable organizations on earth. Every year, billions are poured into schools and education for children in slums, hospitals in remote villages, orphanages, soup kitchens, and disaster relief, rehabilitation centers for addicts and trauma victims, support for migrants, refugees, and war victims. In 2023 alone, Catholic agencies provided relief in over 200 countries. That's more than the Red Cross or the UN in some areas. But yes, there are still corrupt individuals. Yes, there have been scandals. Yes, not every dollar is used wisely. The church is made of humans, not angels. Therefore, we must hold leaders accountable and see the full picture. The church is not perfect, but it's not silent. It's not inactive. It's not ignoring the poor. Jesus never said money itself was evil. He said the love of money is the root of all evil. 1 Timothy 6, verse 10. The church teaches that wealth is a tool, not a trophy. The cathedrals, they were built by generations of poor people, not for the rich, but to reflect the glory of God, not man. You may think, why spend money on gold cups when people are hungry? But to Catholics, the Mass is heaven touching earth. Just like people dress up for weddings or use their best china for guests, the church gives its best to God. Therefore, it's not about extravagance. It's about reverence. And outside the church walls, the same church continues feeding, healing, and building where no one else will. It depends on what you mean by rich. If you mean money in the bank, it's far less than people imagine. If you mean history, art, influence, and mission, then yes, the church is rich. But that richness isn't for show, it's for service. Therefore, before we judge the gold of the church, let's look at the good the church is doing, often quietly, humbly, in places the world forgets. Want to change the world? Don't just tear down cathedrals, build something better, with love, with truth, with your own two hands. If this video challenged your perspective, give it a like, leave your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more honest Catholic conversations.